Hey, welcome to the Beers Jack of Barbecue. Check out the pork chop we did on the SNS Travel Kettle. Hey, I'm Craig, Man Behind the Cameras Jack. You hear me right, I said pork chop because I have a beautiful heritage pork chop. I had two of them ready to go, and when I got the second one out of the freezer to thaw 2 days ago, I noticed the vacuum seal wasn't quite right on it, but didn't think a whole lot of it because that happens sometimes, that seal loses in the freezer. Thawed it out, cracked it open today, and the one was bad. So even though Jack's here, still didn't want to give it to him on that one for the bad one. So only doing one tonight, but we'll share it. We have some other things that we're cooking as well, so he won't starve tonight. But hit it with some Grillaholics SPG with butter about 2 hours ago. Have this running around 250 to 300 right now. I'm just gonna warm this up to about 80 and get it over the fire. Because with a pork chop, I kind of want to get some good color on it and let it just cook away. So I might not have it screaming hot, just let it cooking away and let the flames put a little color on this. And if I need a little more time, we'll just take it back off to the indirect side to finish up. But shoot for 145, we'll see you on the grill. All right, so like I said, only got one pork chop. Like I said, heritage pork chops, and we've done them before from Willauer Farms. That's a place nearby. But we actually were going to do some other ones at one point. I found some at another butcher shop at Stolfus meat markets that don't have the bone in, but very same marbling. So at one point, we'll probably see that along the way. Like I said, don't have this probe. Just going to let this get to about 80. So I'm going to check it in about 15 minutes, see where it's at. And then, like I said, just going to take it over some fire, get some color, and that's going to be it. So we'll bring it back. All right, so left it on 15 minutes and checked it. Like I said, I wanted to go about 80 before I did anything, and it's pretty much ready to go here because we're at 90 right now here. So not a bad thing. I'm just gonna, I have the coals, like I said, running, this was running about 275. I'm just gonna kind of move these over the coal, even though the coals are low, and just start getting color on this thing. So we'll bring it right back for that. All right, so we're just gonna put it over the fire a little bit here. And like I said, I'm just going to let it sit here for a little bit and start cooking a little bit. I'm actually going to close the lid right now for a little. Going to let this go maybe a minute or two and then bring it back, flip it, and see what color we got, and then check readings in about 5-10 minutes. All right, it's on for a minute or two. Like I said, I don't have the coals running real hot right now. I'm just trying to kind of bring it over the fire and get some action to it. Starting to get some color there already. Like I said, we'll close down the lid again just to keep warming this thing up. Bring it back shortly. All right, so it's like another minute and a half there on that side. Like I said, just doing this one slowly, but see, we're getting some decent color on there already. That's what I'm looking for. I'll leave it open now. All right, that was just a minute. We'll just do it in a minute right now to see kind of how this is working out. Turn this the other way. See where we're at temperature-wise too. Yeah, this won't take too long. We're at 126 right now. Again, we're just under 145 to let it rest and come back to temperature. Got a little flame action happening there, so we'll get it off there and see what we got going on here. A little bit of a char there. I ran in to get some aluminum foil, so we'll keep a better eye on it now. Nothing wrong with that though. That char is going to actually taste really good on this. Yeah, I think that's gonna be nice for color wise. Let's take a reading quick. It's only 125 left, so we're going to close this down for just about 3 minutes, and I'll bring it back and we'll check it out again. All right, just going to take a reading now. That was 3 minutes. All right, 140. So I think I'm going to just go 1 minute, and it's coming off. So we won't show you that, but we'll see you on the cutting board. As always, cheers. Here we are, another cook. Supposed to be 2 pork chops laying here. As I mentioned in the beginning, the second one opened up, the vacuum seal wasn't right, and just didn't smell right. So we're taking no chances here. And like I said, we got some other things that we're doing tonight as well. So neither one of us will go hungry. But hit the Heritage pork chop, but like I said, 2 hours in advance with Grillaholics SPG butter. Put it on the grill, had it running 250 to 300 degree wise, just to warm it up. And when it got to, I said, did 15 minutes, it was going to be 80 degrees, so it was actually close to 90, which no problem at all. Threw it over just a low fire because, again, I didn't want to just try to go crazy on heat on it. Just wanted to add some color to it as it just naturally did it. Trying something different, to be honest with you. But it really worked out nice. You saw one side got a little bit of a char there, but again, that's going to taste good on this. And just did that a few times, then we brought it back. I think we did 3 minutes because I got to about 130 by doing it over the fire. And then did like 3 minutes, it was like 140, did 1 more minute, it was like 144, pulled it off. So let's cut it in this thing, see what we look like. These are so tender, it's amazing how tender they are, but yeah, it looks perfect. I'm gonna take myself an edge here. That's so good and so tender and juicy. SPG is becoming like my favorite go-to anymore for a lot of things I do. So, man, this is really good. So, hopefully like we're seeing, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell notification, and we'll see you next time. But one real quick fact here, forgot to thank Dave, one of our followers. We were talking about pork chops. He's had some of the Stolfus pork chops as well. He said, you gotta do a pork chop again. So, Dave just did a pork chop. See you next time.